was out of work, just minding his day. Then a friend from said, come right.
So, here we go. Oh. How nice. So, that is Håkan. He's seeing this show for the third time. And the other in the party is seeing it for the second time. First time here.
Praktiska grejer som kan vara bra att ha med sig under den här dagen. Arv är uppdelad i 2 delar, 26 ikväll, 17:40. De här 2 delarna av arv, varje del består av 3 akter. Och jag betonar 3 akter för det har hänt att människor tror att det är middagspaus efter 2. Går iväg, kommer tillbaka, skitbesvikna när de kommer igen. Så det är 3 akter. Och mellan dessa akter är det 15 minuters paus. Så då hinner man upp, springa på toa och typ komma tillbaka. Kanske handla något i baren. Jag vill påminna alla om att stänga av era mobiltelefoner. Och att all typ av foto och filmande av själva föreställningen är förbjuden. Men att det är varmt välkommet att foto och filma under applådtack och liksom i pauserna. Det är helt lugnt. Nu kommer jag av mig. Vad är det jag ska säga? Välkomna har jag sagt. Vad är det jag ska säga?
Toalett.
Ja. All dryck är varmt välkommen in i salongen. Men den är också varmt välkommen ut i pauserna. Jättegärna, så ingen snubblar på plastglas och sånt där. Jag vill också säga till er som sitter längst fram att det här golvet rör sig upp och ner mellan akterna, så ni bara är lite vaksamma. Och sen skickar vi ett sista tips, och det är att det är väldigt många här. Det kan bli ganska mycket kö där ute. Det går att förbeställa dryck. Om man vet med sig att man kommer vilja ha i pauserna, så kommer det gå mycket snabbare. Det var allt. Vi kommer strax dra igång. Ni kan mingla vidare så länge. Varmt välkomna.
Is intermission, and this is fucking fantastic. I think there's a monologue in the end of the first act, or the first act. No, the first act of the first show, or the first part. I don't know. And it's so fantastic. The director, the actor who delivers the monologue is doing a great job. But also the actor who listens to that monologue. It's so good. People are crying and you hear these sniffling sounds in the audience. It's great. So far, this is the best thing, hands down, I've seen all year. And the thing is, I understand it much better now that I've seen it the second time. Because the first time I loved it. And I was so in the storytelling, but I couldn't really... I mean, afterwards, I guess I could have told you what it was about, but after a while I sort of I remember it as being great, but I couldn't tell the story. Now I understand. I think it's time to check out all the people, because I will be spending 8 hours with them. This is like a flight to New York. See anyone you remember? See anyone you know? The second act. Second intermission, the first part is still really good. I'm not quite sure if one of the sons, there's a man who was he has two sons, and I'm not sure if one of the sons was supposed to be gay, or if the actor playing it was if that was a choice, or if it just was that's the way he chose to do it. I crave a coffee. So here we are, and let's try 7-Eleven. So I guess this was not a great idea. I refuse to spend my intermission waiting in line at 7-Eleven to buy a measly cup of coffee. No.
36 drar vi igång igen. Ni som har förbeställt i Pauli möts utanför lilla scen. Ni som har förbeställt på Frippe går via foajén här.
It's intermission. No, it's a long It's the intermission between part 1 and part 2. So I got an hour to score something. It's fantastic. It's really great. The only part I'm not crazy about, they're two sons, and they played like they're evil, and it's they don't need to be played like that. People, here is my salvation. I got 2 plant-based burgers because I'm worth it, and then I realized, something to drink possibly. But then I thought, no, I'll just have a glass of wine in each of the intermissions in the upcoming part. Yeah, I will. So I'm here in the Berzelii Park, and I thought there would be some park benches here, but no such luck. Park, there's one. I'm taking this one. It's the first intermission in the second part, and it's great. Just remember the name of my friend. Eng is his name. Sommar Eng was the word I used to remember him. It's intermission, and it's still really great. Show's over. Really great. Really, really great. It's a great play. Great stage direction. Great direction. Some great acting and some not so great acting. But on the whole, no one dropped the ball. Fabulous. Really, really great. There's this guy who plays the lead. He is a fantastic actor when it comes to listening, because he really just listens. While other people might how am I going to react when, what am my role, and what I need to do something here. He just stands there and listens. And as I said, I've seen this show before, and I forgot everything about it. I remember I loved it and the strong feelings it provoked, but the story in itself, because the day after I was trapped in London because they thought there was this terror threat. So I thought I couldn't take my plane. I was sort of stranded. So that took precedent, I guess. And also I was on my own in London, and I like to talk about a show afterwards. I need to find that story. The thing about this terror threat is just there were drones over Heathrow, so everything was cancelled. So I had to stay one more day in London, and that's fantastic. But I just stayed in my hotel room, sleeping, I guess some sort of shock. Anyway, this might be the best show I saw this year, which is apt because it will be the last show I see this year. No, it won't. I'm going to that church. I feel I need to talk about this show, but I don't know what to say. I really liked it. It was the best thing I saw this year. I wasn't dazzled, which is good, because last time I saw it, I was dazzled. I couldn't now I could take in the work, the direction, the actors' work, and it's one of the best shows I've seen. It's going to be, everyone loved it, as they should. So it's definitely the best play I've seen all year, and I guess it's the best show I've seen all year, but musicals and plays, I don't want to lump them in together. So what didn't I like about it? From some of the actors, I got the feeling that they really enjoyed being effeminate, and it's the act. It's not the character. The character wasn't effeminate or didn't enjoy being effeminate. The actor enjoyed being camp, and that worked sometimes, but in certain actors' hands it got kind of tiring. It's well, yes, I can understand this camp kitschy thing. Now please give me some depth. Give me some feelings. Give me something else than this well, it's about... Because it's not that kind of show. Usually I go out live when I've seen a show. But sometimes when it's really good, like this one and Flowers for Mrs. Harris, I don't know what to say. I feel I said it. If you can, go and see Arv, The Inheritance. It's not long, won't be playing for long, but try to snag a ticket. I think they're sold out, but there were 4 seats behind me that was free because no one showed up.
Well, he was out of work, just minding his day. Then a friend from said, come right away, I'm moving on. I've got a new plan, but I don't know you'll be perfect. You're the dresser man.